Let's see. It's looking like we live. Let me tap in, man. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with me. If y'all pulling in before, we got everything officially set up, man. It's real dope to see everybody that catch the stream. Also, those that catch the, the back end of the stream as well. Okay, yeah, it's definitely looking like we are live here. So, let's see. Okay, we got that. Drop a comment ASAP so I can know y'all pulled up on me. Drop that like button. Smash the like button ASAP. Salute. If y'all got any questions that y'all want to know, just drop them in the comment section. If y'all got anything y'all want to ask me, ask away. So right now, I just want to do a quick market recap, update y'all on everything that's going on, as well as give y'all the proper mindset that you should be having in this moment that we are experiencing. So right now, let's refresh the overall market. Shout out to Domini Crypto, shout out to Jesse JFR, shout out to Crypto Jwit, shout out to Davu the Chosen One, shout out to Noonie Bank, shout out to Vibes Abroad, Zeke, shout out to Jason Polk, shout out to Midnight Crypto, man. Pull up, drop them comments, make sure y'all hit that like button ASAP. We already got 26 viewers pulled up on us right now. Hey, it becomes so easy when you have the right mindset in crypto. Everything is frustrating until you really have that moment that where it just kind of hits you and you have that epiphany like, okay, this is how I'm going to play this. If you're in short term, then, you should have been maneuvering like someone who was a short term investor. Really they call those traders. You're either a trader or an investor. An investor is someone who's looking at a long horizon. A trader is someone who's looking for quick gains. So, you have to just determine which side of that line are you on. I've seen a lot of people, who call themselves investors, and now that the price is down, they're acting like traders. They're upset that they didn't take profits. I tell y'all to take profits along the way. I always say at least take a cherry off the top. If you're not going to secure your principal investment plus a cherry, at least grab a cherry off the top. But we got people who, call themselves to be investors, but now that they are down right now, they're upset. You shouldn't be upset. If you're an investor, a long-term investor, you should be happy because let's say you said your timeline was 5 to 10 years. We even got some people who said 20 years, or some people even said this investment is for their kids. If you're one of those people, this is nothing more than a buying opportunity to increase your position size. I got to keep saying it because y'all act like as if that's not what this is. A lot of people are thinking like the markets are done, like they will never return. Remember, I've been around the block a few times already. We've seen this happen multiple times. We've seen it happen. Nothing else is better to do than to, keep an eye on the market, determine your strategy, and buy during the bear market, because after the bear market comes the bull market, and that's when you're gonna see those gains that people you can catch plays here and there every other day, to get a quick 20%, 30% gain on some of those riskier plays. But I'm talking about for the people that want to see 100x's, 50x's, 20x's. You see that by buying the dip at times like this, especially the price that Bitcoin is at right now. Now, I gave y'all a little technical analysis. We're gonna do something in this video where I told y'all I believe the price will be dropping to even further, but that's just what it's likely to do. It doesn't mean it's a guarantee. Now, do I see this right here, what I'm about to explain, happening? No, I don't. But the prices could, potentially, dip, find, dip one more time, and that be the bottom, and then prices begin to start to, turn around and continuously move up from here. Do I think that's going to happen right now? No, I do not. But do I think prices will be higher than they are right now next year? I 100% do. Why? I'm not just guessing this. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, she's one of the top positions in the United States in the government, bought call options expiring next year. A lot of y'all know my background is from, the stock market, and around 2020, right after the pandemic, we seen Nancy Pelosi, or right when it started, we seen the same individual, Speaker of the House, buy call options in all the EV spaces, basically betting that the EV craze would boom like we seen happen. Why? Because she knows She's inside of these deals. She's, or not deals, but these negotiations, these policies that get rolled out. She's a part of them. So she knows what's likely to happen. So when we see smart money like her betting that by next year's time, the market will be going up, and she didn't just place a small bet. She dropped $1 million bet. That's $1 million worth of call options saying that by next year's time, the markets will be up. Now she's buying this dip here. It's not saying that we're going to be at all-time high prices again. It's just saying that we will be up a lot higher than where we are right now. So shout out to everybody that's pulling up on us. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up like button. We got to run these likes up, man. Share this stream. Let's get this information out. Let me shout out everybody else that just pulled up. Shout out to Saber Hall. Shout out to Obadiah Alonzo. Shout out to Nasty MK3. Shout out to Jal Zamora 22. Shout out to Lee Figueroa. Shout out to YOLO. Shout out to Crypto Surfer. Shout out to Queen of Red Sea. Shout out to Jesse JFR. Salute. Let's see. Buy dips equals smart money at low. Crypto's on sale, loading the bags. Yo, millionaires will be made. Exactly. That's the way you have to think of it. Right now is the time where millionaires will be made. They won't be made right now, but they will be creating their positions. They'll be taking the necessary moves right now so that it will pay off once this next bull run comes. You can't wait until the bull market and then start buying those prices and then think you're going to make as much money as you could have made. The furthest deviation from bottom to top will be buying in the bear market to selling at the top when the bull market is. Now, you can never call the bottom or the top exactly perfectly unless you just probably get lucky or, it happens to fall along one of those key support levels and didn't go any further. But, you got to look at your portfolios. I already called this before. I've been telling y'all for weeks, the assets that you believe in long term, it's okay. Hold them. Buy more of them as it's dipping. Dollar cost average. You don't have to buy the dip every single day just because it dips. You can, buy once a week. You can buy once every 3 days or once every 4 days. See how the price reacts. Look at key support levels. Determine, if you see like, okay, I believe it will go to this level, within the next week. And if you see that happen, then you buy at that level. Or if it doesn't happen, then you just say, if it doesn't happen by Friday, I'll just buy X amount anyway, $25, $50, $100, whatever that number is for you to continue this long-term position. That's if you're an investor. If you're a trader, you have to take profits when you're up because you're going to be sick with it. I got a lot of people that, are upset. They reach out to me and tell me how upset they are that they didn't take profits at the top when Shiba Inu, when their bags were, at the highest value. And I try to ask some people, what was your strategy then? Why didn't you take profit then? And, some people say, oh, because I thought it was going to go up higher. I wanted to hold longer. And it's like, okay, well, then keep that same energy. Don't just because the market has dropped now, you just completely just, let go of your beliefs. If it was strong during the bull market, if you have faith of it during the bull market, the team was solid, the community was solid, the utility was solid. Just because the overall market is dragging everything down does not mean that project is no longer legit. So I just want y'all to know that. Let's see. Salute. It's very important, to come and give y'all updates during times like this because we got a lot of people that, they fold underneath the FUD. They're new investors. They just got into the markets. They're hearing bad things left and right. They're Googling, looking up news articles, and all they see is FUD and, negative information. That can get stressful to, somebody who's new or doesn't have their mindset correct. So don't risk more than you're willing to lose. I say that, every single video. I always tell y'all, never risk more than you're willing to lose. If you haven't done that, then you should not be one of those individuals that are in a tough time right now. Yes, you may be salty that you see your overall portfolio value down, but like I said, look at that as an opportunity to just get on for a cheaper price. That's all. Like, let's just say this. Look at it like as gasoline, like gas prices. A gallon of gas, let's just say if gas prices went up to, let's just say gas prices are around, I think $6, $5 or $6 here in Vegas, somewhere like that. But let's just say if gas prices drop down to $1 tomorrow, everybody wouldn't be screaming gas is a scam or gas is pointless or gas is, everybody would be happy about that because it's an opportunity to get that gas now for cheaper. Something that will still, however many, gas at $5 a gallon, if you get 10 gallons of gas, and then you end up buying 10 gallons of gas at $1 per gallon, you're still getting the same amount of distance when you travel. You know, you just got one for a cheaper price, and that's how you need to look at crypto. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. I don't want y'all stressed out. Salute to everybody. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Shout out to Adam. Shout out to Upward Ninja. Shout out to Pamela. Okay, let me see. Catch up to some of these comments. Shout out to Jonathan. Shout out to Articles Box. Shout out to Toolbar 72. Giles Zamora said, I'm holding for years minimum and dollar cost averaging every chance I get. Shout out to Two. Yeah, this is a very, very big deal right now. With us reaching under $1 trillion in market cap, that is like the biggest loss we've seen, especially in one day, you know, in a while. Probably since the pandemic started as far as crypto. To have Bitcoin down 15% in one day, Ethereum down 15% in one day, BNB down 13.3% in one day. These are astronomical discounts. Doge down 15% in one day. Now, do you want to be risky? You can, you know, now let's say if you're with one, you know, it's a few ways you can play this. This is why you have to understand these strategies. Buying the dip tomorrow, we can easily have, you know, a 5 to 10% increase on the market because it was down so far. And for some investors, or some traders, I should say, that's a decent amount of money. Let's say you put in, you know, 10,000 and you buy 10,000 on a dip worth, and tomorrow we see a 10% increase. That person just made $1,000. And there's people doing this on a much larger scale. So to some of, you know, my apes or the DGens, 10% might sound like a very small amount, but those traders are constantly scalping. The traders will make a lot more money during, you know, basically traders will be the only people that make money during, you know, a bear market, because the investors that are long-term holders, they're waiting for the market to turn around. But traders will buy the dip on certain projects. They'll look at their indicators. They'll look at, you know, let's pull up Ethereum for an example. Trading View. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Now I'm gonna give y'all an example of what traders are doing. Let's pull out some of our indicators. You know, we got to grab our Bollinger Bands. Let's grab our RSI, Relative Strength Index. Let's grab our Moving Average Convergence Divergence, which is the MACD for short. Now, if we look at some of these prices, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the indicators as far as our RSI goes is letting us know that Ethereum is at an absolute steal. We haven't seen Ethereum at these levels being this oversold we got it down to this 16 level, just about this. Let's try to zoom in and get a little closer look. So it tapped down there around May 10th. Also, briefly, when we seen Ethereum pull back to 2,300 in January as well, it pulled back down there. So when that happened, look what happened each time. You know, the price began to move up a little bit. It just traded upwards a little bit. But now let's look in a little closer at our Bollinger Bands. Let's open that up a little more so we can actually see what's happening. Okay, so now we see the price is still a little bit above our Bollinger Bands. Our lower Bollinger Band is pointing at that 1150, so 1151 range. So this is what day traders are doing. Day traders will wait for the price to pull back around to these Bollinger Band levels. They'll buy in there, and then they'll trade or sell once the price just goes up. They're just taking little chunks of profit out the market here and there, here and there. You know, sometimes they do it every day. Sometimes the market doesn't give you what you're looking for. Some people have specific setups that they like. You know, you can develop maybe 3 to 4 different setups, or even, you know, when you're just starting off, maybe 1 or 2 different setups, and you trade nothing but those setups. You wait for the chart to give you your setup, and when you get that setup, then you could take a trade. The price, you know, goes up a little bit, and you take your profit at your designated, you know, area where you see that the markets will start to take profit. You know, I like to try to take profit a little bit before I believe everybody else will start to take profit, just so I don't get caught bag holding. But salute, we just got a new member. Shout out to Blast for becoming a level 2 member, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, the bots going crazy. Y'all gotta excuse the bots, man. Salute. Shout out to Call Me Alpha, said I bought 1 billion Doge and HODL. Salute to Blast, said back in the saddle. Yola said, what in the world is up with these posts? Yeah, we getting, you know, the bots like to come and keep tapped in. Shout out to Selmo Fuzz, said bye. The market cap will hit 7 trillion to 10 trillion on the next big run. I told y'all what I expect. Shout out to Carlos Romero. What I expect, shout out to Jamie Man 37. Appreciate you for pulling up, man. So I try to sit here, you know, and I'm just gonna chop it up with y'all like I do with some of my, you know, friends and family that are in the crypto space. We try to sit back, you know, kind of and speculate on, you know, what do we think can change this, you know, or what can we feel that will turn this, you know, bear market back into a bull market. I think we have to basically go into the negatives, not the complete negatives, but we have to go into that recession. We have to go into where, you know, the government and everybody is talking about, oh, we're in a recession. We need to, you know, bail people out. We need to, you know, start putting some money back into the market, because you got to think about it. Think about all that money that was pumped into the market over this period of the pandemic. For whatever reason, they had money flowing in for everything. A lot of that money came into the market, but what happened was smart money, big institution money, the, you know, the people that know what they're doing, they basically took all that money back from everybody. Unless you were, that's why I tell y'all, you know, the one of the things that helped my channel out was that I actually came in teaching y'all, you know, how to understand the chart, so that way y'all can know when to buy in, when to, you know, take profit and things of that sort. And a lot of people were up, you know, astronomically. When the price is above these Bollinger Bands right here, that means it's likely to want to come down eventually. And at that point, you should be taking some profits. Now, all the time it won't trade up to this top Bollinger Band, but what we usually see, let me break this down for y'all real quick. When people buy, when the price is dragging along this lower Bollinger Band, they usually try to take profit at this mid Bollinger Band. But if it blasts straight through, if it's really strong, a lot of buying pressure, it will continue to push upwards until it hits this upper Bollinger Band. And when it reaches the upper Bollinger Band, this signifies that the price is basically expensive. It's signifying that the price is expensive the higher it moves up here, and here shows us that the price is cheap based on the value of it. Now, our RSI lets us know the relative strength index, whether it is oversold or overbought. When we get the price pushing up at these levels up here, like you see around 66, 70 levels, 75-ish, that means it's starting to become overbought, and we could likely see the price pull down. But down here, when it's under 35 and below, that means the asset is oversold. When it's oversold, that means people are basically selling too much of it. They're basically forgetting the value that it had, and that basically means people are tripping. Like you know, basically like a good buyer would come along and say, are y'all crazy selling it for this price? Of course I'm gonna buy it up. And that's what that's saying with the relative strength index. So people are waiting for the price to fall along the lower Bollinger Band, as well as for the price to drop below a 35 to let us know that it's oversold. But the further down you can get it, the better deal that you're getting, because eventually it will have to turn around. But you don't want to just say, okay, it's under a 35 right away, it's oversold, that means it's going back up. You have to look at, previous areas as well. We can see that we were kind of holding this area right here at around the 30 level. That was a support. It was kind of becoming a support for the relative strength index. Then right here, just yesterday or the day before yesterday, it broke that support and fell, and that's where we see this major sell-off occur. So hopefully y'all are following along with me and this is making sense, man. Let me know, is this making sense to y'all? Hey, that's one thing too. Hey, shout out to Zay, shout out to Troy, shout out to Jonathan, shout out to everybody that just pulled up on us. So that's one thing, that's one strategy I gave y'all as well. I said you can sell the assets that you don't believe in, or even the ones you believe in, you could sell them and, hope to buy in at a lower price. But, hopefully y'all did that already. Hopefully y'all didn't wait for this extra, crash to happen before y'all took that, information in, because I try to just give y'all the information and let y'all decide how you want to play it yourself. Because I don't want nobody crying at me. I don't need nobody saying this happened, this, you said this. So I always say this is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence and never risk more than you're willing to lose. But over the last year, 2021, we made a ton of money. You just had to take it out. You just had to take it out. There was a ton of risky plays. I'm talking about all types of DGen plays that we made 5K here, 10K there, but if you didn't take that money out of the market, if you didn't take it off, then you gave it back. You gotta, you gotta take, when you buy it low, you gotta sell it high. That's just what you gotta do. Not saying you have to sell all of it, but you have to at least, if you want to be all on house money, if you ain't trying to, go into your pocket at all, take out your principal investment and take a cherry off of the top. Take a little extra. So if you put in 1,000, let's say that 1,000 5X's, it goes to 5,000. You should at least be taking out your $1,000 that you originally put in, as well as a nice cherry off the top. Now, I let that cherry off the top be whatever y'all decide it to be. But, for me, I like to take a nice cherry off the top. That way, I got my original investment out and I rewarded myself significantly for even taking the risk. And then if it's something that, I think it still has potential, then I'll let that ride. But I'm not just letting it ride to the moon just because, nah. Now with Shiba Inu, that's a little differently. But as we developed, we created multiple bags to be able to take profit from along the journey. That's something that I recommended. So salute. We got 81 viewers right now in the chat. Make sure y'all drop a like. We got 83 people right now, only 42 likes. If y'all rocking with me, make sure you hit that thumbs up like button. Y'all gotta excuse these bots in here. They do this to every major YouTuber or everybody who's has a significant following. You just gotta be one of the people that don't try to be greedy. Well, now they look like the bots used to be on crypto scams. They look like they on some whole other stuff now, but just remember, never be greedy. If it sounds too good to be true, most likely it is. I had somebody in my community get scammed because they thought they were being slick. One of the bots or one of these scammers hit them up telling them that they could double their coins, and instead of them letting everybody know about it, like one of my bros say, they tried to keep it to themselves that they found this new way to double their tokens. And what happened was they ended up sending their tokens to a scammer and lost all their tokens. So if it sounds too good to be true, most likely it is. So don't fall for none of the cap, y'all. So if you were starting today, that's a very good question. Shout out to Tillery Mills, appreciate you. Shout out to Saber Hall. Shout out to Snowboard Dan. So if you were just starting in crypto today, you are blessed. You are absolutely blessed. Of course, all of us are blessed because, we all got to learn. Even if you didn't make a lot of money over this last period, you still got to take some lessons into account. And it's rare that anybody just knocks investing out of the park on their first go around. You got to remember, I documented my entire, journey starting off with, this in the beginning with my major investments. And I lost over $20,000 in the beginning before we figured out how to do this right and start making, the money that we're seeing today. You know, if y'all are a part of private stock market game, y'all can go back and see that group's been around for some years now. I showed y'all. So basically my point is that nobody knows completely what they're doing at first. You got to put a little skin in the game. You got to pay to play. You got to learn what you're doing. And sometimes that comes by putting a little money on the table. But guess what? The next time around the board, you'll knock it out the park. You'll make all the money back that you lost or that you felt that you missed out on, whatever the case may be. That plus more will come back during the next bull run. If you study, learn from your mistakes, and just do this the right way. Make sure you develop a strategy, plan your trade, and trade your plan. That's it's as simple as that. But let's continue real quick. If you started off today, I would be getting all the base assets. Let's go take a look at the prices on each asset, because we haven't seen prices like this in over a year. So if you just started today, you basically are being pushed back into time. You basically rewinding the hands of time, and you're getting in at a lot cheaper price than a lot of other people got in. I'm talking about, there's some people that are sick right now that came and followed me, or the ones that didn't even follow me, but just people that are started investing at the top of where Bitcoin was. People that bought Bitcoin at 60K. They are sick right now. So you are avoiding that right now. You get the opportunity to enter to this bear market. If you're just starting off, I would say look for, one of my rule of thumbs, I like to look for assets that I'm interested in that have a 10% discount or more and buy on red days. So if you're just starting today, it is an excellent day to be able to start your portfolio off with assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum. BNB is another one I'm extremely bullish on. Now, I told y'all I watch it at 10%, and I'm for sure, pulling the trigger around 15% for my favorite assets. Now, right now, because I've already been buying, I'm letting, things kind of cool off a little bit, because you don't want to just sit there and chase every single dip. But this dip right here is an amazing entry level if you're able to get in right here. This is basically $3,000 higher than where Bitcoin had its all-time high in 2017. So you're basically, we all know Bitcoin's true values over 60,000. So if you're able to get in right here, that's basically a third less than the all-time high prices. So I would start off creating a bag of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Cardano, Solana, depending on how memey you are, but Doge isn't a bad one either to have a little bit of, and I'm not saying how much you should have. You got to determine that amount for yourself. Also some Shiba Inu. Polkadot is absolutely at a discount right now. These are some of the ones that I believe will last through this bear market and come out on the other side. So you can start off building that up. Maybe you have $1,000. Let's just use that number. You can say, I want a dollar cost average every week during this crash and build my position, during this crash. So you got $1,000, you could buy $100 per week into your favorite, assets. Now it depends which one or how you want to break that up. Would you want to do 50% into Bitcoin, 20% into Ethereum, 20% into, BNB, 10 into Cardano, 10 into Solana? You have to break it up the way you see fit. But, $100 a week, or whatever number you see fit. Start building up that position now, because when things turn around, it's going to happen and happen quick, and you're going to see your money basically, skyrocket. And of course, this could possibly not be the bottom. It could go further down, but if you haven't started a position yet, you should definitely at least start a position with a little something. Remember though, do not risk more than you're willing to lose. Don't you dare put any rent money in here. Don't you dare put any mortgage money in here. Don't you dare put any utility money. Don't you dare put any grocery money. Don't you dare put any daycare money. Don't you dare put any, whatever the money you need, don't put it in here. Shout out for the super chat to Patrick Hill. Appreciate you. The market is beautiful. Stack, stack, stack. Agreed. So only what you're willing to lose, so that way you don't put yourself in a tight situation. Now, Troy says he doesn't think this is the bottom. Also, Voinu, for sure. Voinu is definitely one of the ones you need to check out. If you haven't checked out Voinu, I highly recommend you check out Voinu. This is one of the strongest dev teams that I've seen in a while. The team does not stop voting. Go check it out and you will find out what I mean. As y'all can see, shout out to the Sheeb Army. Y'all see I got the Shiba Inu ice. You know what I'm saying? December to Marco with the baguettes in there, And I got Shiba Inu on the back with the logo, as well as the Vote Inu logo. And these are two projects that I'm extremely bullish on: Volt Inu and Shiba Inu. So it's that serious where y'all need to check it out. Go check it out. It's on my t-shirt right here at Volt Inu official. So I think Ethereum, we could take a look at that as well. Everybody's, hey, don't worry about making mistakes. Everybody is going to make mistakes. YOLO says Shiba is literally down 90% from its all-time high. I definitely grabbed that up. Smart lady. Smart, very smart lady. Jamie said I made mistakes. Everybody's gonna do it. Coach Ray said I bought 6,000 ADA at 45 cents. Shiba's someone that said Shiba's a steal right now. Let me know if you have y'all bought any dips. Shout out to Tony Blackwell. What have you been buying? What assets have you been buying during this dip? Now let's take a look at Ethereum and see how low we can predict Ethereum to go. I'm gonna show y'all straight, raw, uncut. This is how we would determine where Ethereum is likely to head. We want to zoom out. We want to get, a good area of the chart so we can look. Okay, we see where we are now. We can see this level. Let me zoom in a little bit, make this a little bigger for y'all. A little too big, but see if we can go a little bit bigger. Okay, so now what we're doing is taking a look at the price where, okay, I got a point here. So we're looking where we are currently in the chart. We put the mouse there and just go back left. Just go back to the previous history in the chart and see what area do we align with. When is the last time where we are now, the price was around this range, and we can see it's inside of this cluster here. And last time we traded in this range, we could see some of our key support areas were here. Let's grab our horizontal line so we can mark our support areas. We're here at 918, and then we got another one here at 1041. Now there is some slight traffic in between there. We see a candle wick right around the 1094 level. And if we measure a resistance point right before this breakout, we'll get right there approximately at that. Hold on, let me zoom a little bit closer just so we can get that more accurate. Okay, so we've already failed below that point where that resistance level is. So it's telling us that we are likely to fall along to the 1041 level or the 918 level for the next short term. And then if we go beyond there, if we go even further back in the chart, it's giving us around 829 level. See this resistance here? This is an important part in the chart that tells us something, that the price, is looking to, if it comes back in this range, that this will be a key area of resistance, which previous resistance become supports on the way down. So we got a couple different levels. We got around that 829, 918, or 1041 level that it could potentially pull all the way back to. Now, knowing that, how would you play that? If you're holding Ethereum, would you sell your Ethereum right now, wait for the price to fall further? And remember, this is only what's likely to happen. It doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. Tomorrow, because the market dropped so far today, we could see a total 10% increase on the market tomorrow. That's just something to keep in mind. That's why I say if you just started off today, right now would be an excellent time to buy into, some of these assets, seriously. So let's see. So I'm looking into Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, SHIB, of course, Volt Inu, and some of the others like Cardano, Solana, Mana, which is Decentraland, like some of the ones that did really well during the bull run, I'm looking at grabbing some of those on the discount, because some of those still have strong communities that once things turn around, they'll push the price up. And this is a cheat code as well, y'all. If you missed out on some of the fire tokens during the bull run, you definitely want it, like some of the ones you kept hearing about, but you was like, damn, I already missed that one. Right now is a really good time to check those ones out. Why? Because they already got strong communities that are already on the line, that are already hooked in. A lot of their communities are down right now. A lot of their communities are holding in the red. So basically you're coming to join when everything has already been reset. A lot of people have, you know, the incentive to want to keep pushing the price back up so they can eventually get out. So they can eventually break even or make some profit. Now you can just get in here and enjoy that ride and let some of these more riskier, or some of the more ones that you speculate on, you can let their communities do all the work for you. You know, if you like Mana, for instance, Decentraland, like Sandbox, those tokens, a lot of those metaverse tokens, when things turn back around, I believe, you know, some of those communities that were built during, you know, the run of those projects will definitely be working hard to break even or eventually see a profit. And, you know, investors that, you know, which I already got some of all those, but investors that get in late to the party can basically kick their feet up, you know, put their hands back and just enjoy that ride back up with a lot of these communities that are down already. Especially if you haven't bought into Shiba Inu, right now is an excellent time to get into SHIB, because the community is so strong that we will not let Shiba Inu fail. We're not going to let Shiba Inu disappear. So if you haven't bought any Shiba Inu, you basically get to do the easy part. You get to get in at a super cheap price and just enjoy the ride back up to the top once that finally happens, you know, if y'all get what I'm saying. So we had 111 viewers right now, only 120 viewers right now with only 64 likes. Y'all got to get those likes up, man. I wanted to say AVAX as well. I ain't gonna lie. Avalanche is another one. So, some people, you know, are indifferent about it. We got somebody right here, Exatorian says, how's a terrible time to buy? You're not near the bottom. If you learned real TA, you would know that. So what I'm saying is, for individuals who haven't started a position, right now would be a good time to buy, as well as dollar cost averaging down. No one can call the for sure bottom exactly. You see, we just gave 3 key support levels on Ethereum. 8, well, going on the way down, we're at 1212 right now. The next key support level, 1041. $1,041. Below that, $918. Below that, $829. Now, you can be one of the individuals who wait for, you know, these lower prices that I'm saying, but that does not mean it's guaranteed going to give you that price. Now, if you're confident enough to wait to then sure, call it. Wait to the bottom. But I've seen a lot of people, you know, and, you know, not saying it will happen in this scenario, but just keep in mind that you can be trying to wait for the bottom, and the bottom can, you know, it could potentially not go further. Do I believe the prices from here will go further down? Yes, I do believe it will go further down. But does that mean that you should not be dollar cost averaging? No, it doesn't, because nobody has a crystal ball to be able to call it exactly when things can turn around. So at least establish some positions. That's what I'm saying. So we could check out the SHIB charts as well. Jamie Man said, I made 5K on SHIB last year. Congratulations. Shout out to Kofu Blue, said, I want to take your options course. Email me, Kofu Blue. I definitely highly recommend trading options right now. We just made money on Tesla today, shorting the market. You can make a ton of money by betting that prices will fall down. If you do not know how to do that, I don't just sit around and wait to make money only when the market is going up. I make money both ways. If the only thing I will not, you know, and that's for now, I won't say in the future, but the only thing I don't short is Shiba Inu, because I'm just, you know, so bullish on that. I don't want to add to any, you know, downward selling pressure on it by betting the prices go down, even though my one play won't do anything really. But, you know, I just don't want to be betting. I don't want to make videos, you know, basically speaking good about Shiba Inu and then at the same time be shorting it as well. But a lot of other people are, you know, I short Tesla, which is my #1 stock holding. That's, you know, one of the, and I'm extremely bullish on Tesla. I had Tesla before I even bought Shiba Inu, you know, years before. So and I short Tesla, so I bet that Tesla will go down. I bet that it'll go up, so it's good to learn how to do stock options as well, so you can put a little money in your pocket during this time. But you just got to remember not to be greedy, and you got to always take profit. If you are one of those people that have a hard time taking profits, I don't recommend trading stock options because you will get burnt. You'll get wrecked a lot of times. So let's take a look at these SHIB charts real quick. Reach out to me via email, decemberdemarco@gmail.com. Okay, I'm def fan tap in. Okay, I'm gonna check that out, Carla. So Bitcoin, we already called. Now, I already said Bitcoin. Remember, I was one of the first people that called Bitcoin back down to 30,000 when it was at 60. A lot of people thought I was tripping. I was just looking at the charts. I'm saying, y'all, I don't want this to be true. I would love for Bitcoin to go straight to $1 million. But the chart is telling us Bitcoin wants to come back and tap 30. Now, of course, now we're well below that. But, that was the initial. And now, we're taking a look to see, where it could potentially fall to now. I already did, some numbers, and that 20 range, of course, but right here is looking like around that 19,800 or just about it could be give or take, 20,000, 19, but also look on the supporting end, 1756. Those are the resistance levels also. But on the supporting sides of the chart where we're likely to pull back, we got 16,436. We also got 17,749, and we got the 20,000 level, as well as 19,437, around that range. So sometimes, it just kind of pulls into this range, but I'm expecting at least to see 20,000. I think these big players that want to reset the market that didn't get in on Bitcoin the first go around, they're just looking to shake everybody down and restart it off again, get in at the bottom, and once it goes up again, they'll sell high. They took a lot of money from investors who were all those people who were holding basically and didn't want to take any profits. All those profits got taken away for you. That's why I always say, now, of course, if you're okay, if it doesn't do anything to your stomach holding, watching the price drop, and you're long term, then that's perfectly fine. But if you're one of those people who are going to feel some type of way about it, then you have to be taking profit along the way. That's all I got to say about that. So those are the levels I think Bitcoin could potentially go to, around 19, 20, also 16 to 17 if we don't hold those support levels. So that's why I'm not saying throw the house at it, but if you just started off in crypto today, you may want to at least establish a little position today, something small, some lunch money, coffee money, at least to get a position established. And then, if the price dips even further, you can go a little more aggressive the next day or the next week, and continue to dollar cost average. That's what it's all about. Time in the market beats timing the market. But yes, those traders will, make more profit during the short term, but at the same time, some of those traders will get wrecked a lot easier than the people who are holding for the long term, because traders are being risky. They're jumping in, jumping out, jumping in, jumping out. All it takes is for that 1 or 2 times for them to get burnt jumping in and out, and they can erase all their gains that they made in the small period of time. So that's why you got to figure out which strategy is best for you. I done seen people do both. So salute to everybody that just got in here. Shout out to Anthony Vasquez. Yes, definitely. So we just got an announcement that Jerome Powell, chairman of the Federal Reserve, is thinking about raising interest rates by 3/4 of a point. At first we had about 50 basis point increase scheduled for June and July, but now they're potentially surprising us with some hawkish information, which just kind of means bad information or information that can move the market down, by saying that he might raise it up about point or about 25 basis points. So that'll put us at up to that 0.75 level right there. So a lot of people are pulling money off the table right now. A lot of people are panicking. And I just want you all to be comfortable and understand what's going on, and know that one day the market will turn around. Keep in mind, Nancy Pelosi bought call options expiring for next year. So that tells us sometime next year, the price will be up before this time. Before today's time next year, prices should be back high. So it's not a guarantee, it's not financial advice, but we're just using some, economic indicators, which can be our speaker of the house, and, try to follow the money, try to follow smart money. So let me know if y'all got any other questions. FUD is running rampant. Yes. Have you heard about Luna One? I heard it, but I haven't really looked into it. Shout out to Lee. So how you feel about Baby Doge? Baby Doge has a very strong community. I definitely think it's a strong one that is constantly trending. I think because of its community, I think it has potential. I got a very small bag of Baby Doge. I didn't jump on that one right away. Maybe like a little bit after they launched, I grabbed a small bag, but nothing too significant. So I haven't, tapped in as tightly with that one as I do, Sheeb, some of the Volt E-News and some of these other ones. Troy says, I'm thinking at least 15K Bitcoin for now. That would be amazing. I'm a snatch up if we get if Bitcoin goes to 18K at that point. I'll say 17 because we did just see the chart give us that 17 level. We get Bitcoin around 17,000. At that point I'm buying a whole Bitcoin. We drop even further, I'm buying another one because I know eventually each of those 17Ks that I invest will turn to over 60,000 eventually. Now remember, don't do this with the last money that you have, only if you can stand to do it, without it affecting your lifestyle or it putting you in a bad situation. So make sure y'all run those likes up, man. We got over 120 people, almost 115 people right now, and only 70. Okay, we got 81 likes right now, but we still got to push those likes up. Shout out to Harlem Fashion. Okay, let's check out the Sheeb charts. I gotta tap in and look more at VeChain, but VeChain is one I was very bullish on early 2021. Shout out to Krishna. I haven't heard of that coin, the movie coin. But let's take a look at Sheeb. Shiba Inu down 9.2%, down to that 8 level. We were down to the 7,000 level earlier, so if y'all missed that, we were actually in the 7s. I called Shiba Inu will pull back down to, how many of y'all watch these videos and really pay attention? Because I called we will be moving back down to the 7 levels and potentially the 6 levels. I called that when we were still at the 10 levels right before we dropped and ate that 0, or we gained a 0. So, if you're paying attention to these videos, you'll be able to have a little bit of heads up to try to determine, how you want to play your hand. It's not always going to play out the, exact way we call it, but, you can just have an idea of what's likely to happen. And that's, better than nothing. So let's see. So now what we want to look for is our previous resistance areas before when we were in this range. So as we look back in the chart, we can clearly see we had a lot of traffic crossing over and under through here, back and forth. But if we start to look at some of these key support levels, so what you do to see this, you just put the line here where we're crossing through and pull it back underneath some of these key areas. So we could get one right there. We can also have one just about approximately here. So that gives us to the 6th level. This is that 6th level I was talking about. And then even here, this is the one that I'm really looking at. This is the major one that's standing out to me around this. Let's see. Let me zoom in a little closer just so we get it more accurate. Okay, so that's right at 504. So we're at 796 right now. We're back into the 7s right now. We got 678, 608, and then 504. So that's that 5 level that I'm looking at with Sheeb. Now, this is the thing. It might not pull all the way back down there. So you cannot just say, I'm going to wait absolutely until it pulls back to the 5 levels. That's why you dollar cost average down, just so you could take advantage of that discount still while, increasing your position size, but also, planning for the future of the breakout. That's the strategy that you want to use. Don't just wait until, you're chasing. But TW says Rome wasn't built overnight, correct? Mahasi says keep loading up and holding. Eagle Well says monkey will flip 8. Jamie said I wish I could afford a Bitcoin. Blast said, hey, what are your... Oh, okay, I read that one. Lawrence Phelps said, I'm ready to go sheep crazy, baby. You know what time it is. So, hey, remember, a lot of people were... All you got to do is go back and check my channel. The proof is there. I was telling people for months when she was down after, we had that first initial breakout and we were consolidating and it was just, basically trading sideways for 5 months. I was telling everybody, I was the first person that I seen as far as YouTuber to call that breakout in October, when I told y'all, this is it. All you got to do is go back on my channel. The videos are still up. You can go check it out for yourself. But this is another one of those time periods that I'm telling y'all about, where this is the time to accumulate. You want to accumulate during this time, because when things turn around, that's it. You won't have time to jump on the ship. Once the ship is fueling up right now, once it takes off, that's it. So I want y'all to keep that in mind. But salute. Harlem says, how high do you feel she will go next bull run? I think we will eat that 0. Remember, we were right about before that point of eating a 0 before they hit us with that circulating supply thing. And I'm still kind of pissed about that, because I mean, not heavily where it's affecting me, but it's like, how in the hell does an entire, trillions of tokens just pop up out of the blue, out of nowhere, that, nobody just knew about, so that kind of blew me, to be honest. But aside from that, we in here for the long term. And I'm just, diamond handed. And this time, ask yourself, if we reach those levels with SHIB again, will you take profit this time? Let me get some yes or no's. Will y'all take profit this time on Shiba Inu? Now, because we already hit that level of all-time high, the second time we do it, we could potentially blast right past that level. So what would you do? Would you, at that level, take profit because you've seen that's where we, that's as high as we went last time? Or would you anticipate prices breaking out, moving even higher for a new all-time high? Or what would you do? Or would you just continue holding for your timeline that you said, 3 to 5 years or 10 years? What would you do? Let me know. XRP, I'm still holding my bag of XRP. I'm bullish on XRP. They kind of, they had it out for XRP for a while. They wanted to really crush XRP, and they gave a chance for a lot of XRP's competitors to catch up and do some of the things that XRP was able to do. But I'm still bullish on it for the long run, so I'm gonna just continue to hold my bag of XRP. That's one that I'm just holding on to. I got a few of them. Like, what are y'all tapped in with XLM, Stellar Lumen? That's one that I'm looking at as well. I'm holding the bag of that one too. XLM. Salute. Troy said, thanks for the stream, DeMarco. You helped me keep me level-headed through these rough times. And that's what's very important, to stay level-headed. Do not start jumping all over the place, getting panicked. YOLO says, I have heard speculation of Bitcoin going to 100K and beyond. You never know. Definitely grab some up. Oh, I definitely believe Bitcoin will hit 100K. I believe one day Bitcoin will be $1 million per Bitcoin. It's far-fetched right now to look at it that way. But I was one of the people that saw Bitcoin when Bitcoin was only about 9 or 11 cents. So me seeing Bitcoin when it was first, at trading, me and my best friend were talking about buying some at 9 and 11 cents per Bitcoin. But I didn't want to do it because I thought it was a scam. I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I never really heard of this Bitcoin stuff before, man. This doesn't really sound too legit to me, which I was only, I was young, so I didn't really understand it, either at the time. But being around, seeing Bitcoin go from, let's just say 11 cents or 10 cents to where it hit 60,000, That's more. I think it's more believable for Bitcoin to go from seeing Bitcoin at 60,000, believing that it could hit 1 million, than it would have been for me at the time to see Bitcoin at 10 cent and believe one day it would hit 60,000. That would have been, I'd have been like, you crazy. To even think when I seen it at 10, 11 cent, to even think one day it would be $100 per coin was unfathomable. I wasn't able to calculate it. I couldn't see it, so I definitely, now I understand what's up. After sitting on the sidelines for so long and continuing to think you missed it at $100, think you missed it at $200, think you missed it at $300, think you missed it at $400, think you missed it at $500, think you missed it at $1,000, think you missed it at $2,000. Eventually, you're gonna be like, okay, I see what's up now. You wait for that dip, you jump in, and then you ride it back up. So that's the smart way to play this game. But happy birthday to Saber Hall. Said it was a good birthday. Salute, happy birthday, bro. Easy Design said, bro, I'm feeling the 500s, but what if it breaks the 500s support? If it breaks that level, then that's honestly the lowest history we got on the chart for us as far as coin market cap. So it would be hard to do some technical analysis beyond that point, because we don't have anything to go off of right there beyond in front of this point. So it looks like CoinMarketCap didn't start tracking SHIB until around May 11th. So make sure y'all run those likes up, man. We should be well over 100 likes already. We've been streaming almost an hour now. So yes, the coins that are in the top 10, top 20, even some of the top 50 coins will be surprisers. Those top 50 ones, you'll see eventually some of those will become bigger players and move into the top 20. And if it moves into the top 10 and it was one of the ones you caught while it was still a top 50, you'll make a lot of money. So basically, the lower the market cap, the better opportunity you have to make money in, like I would say, a short term. It's not just saying the better opportunity you have to make money, because you can make money on anything. But if the market cap, it'll take a lot higher, it'll take a lot more work to double your money in Bitcoin versus one of these small cap altcoins, if you get what I'm saying, because the market cap is, it takes a lot less to move that needle, to double, triple versus what it would with Bitcoin. So definitely keep an eye on the top 10, 20, 50 coins. This crash has all to do with market withdrawal. Remember, this will not last, but yes, there will be another crash, even harder, and turnaround will be years from now. That's possible. It's definitely possible. The reason why I'm bullish on markets returning next year, not saying we'll be at all-time highs, but just higher than where we are now, is because Nancy Pelosi, our Speaker of the House, is betting with call options. And she did the same thing, y'all, with Tesla and, a lot of these other EV companies. And let me tell you, she knocked it out the park. Her and her husband somehow magically just knew that the EV market was about to blow up, So I like to, after you go around the block a few times, you learn which players to keep an eye on. You learn who, was successful during this last run. You learn, who lost the money during this, the last one. So you start to, kind of piece things together. But, we got a few. Pamela Crum said yes. Kofu Blue said yes. Jamie Man said hell yeah. Troy said yes, I will be taking 100% profit. Saber Hall said cherries. TW said they better. Blast said definitely going to try to do that. Greg Hill says yes sir. Hold on Fashion, yes, I got 2 different bags, long term and short term like you. Exactly. That's the way you want to do it. You want to have, I know everybody had to hear the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Everybody heard that before. That falls true even with crypto assets. If it's something that you really believe in, you shouldn't have all of that asset in one wallet, in one, all together. Separate it, have it, broke up. I got multiple Shiba Inu bags, more than 2. I got a long-term bag, I got, mid-term bag, I got a bag that just in case things go absolutely crazy, I got another, bag in case of this, I got another bag in case of that, another bag in case of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. But you got to actually take profits, when you're up. If you can make $1 billion, if you don't take any profit and the price falls back down, you didn't make anything. So Naruto says Sheeb is going below the $5,000 level. Joe Anderson said trying to hold on for 5 years. Okay. Naruto says 75 basis points or 100 could crash Bitcoin to 15,000. I definitely think if we get this, if we get an announcement of 3/4 a point or a full point, I think the market is pricing in right now that 3/4 of a point. I think they're pricing that in right now. That's why we're seeing this this level that we're dropping down. But if we get an update of it's going to be an entire point, I could definitely see a 15K Bitcoin. That would be lit. That would be absolutely lit. Now, now's the time, the other time was the time to, scalp your profits, take those profits here and there. Now is the time to set up to be able to take profits during the next run. And it don't even have to run that much. If you buy far enough into the dip, the price goes up 50% from the price that it dipped at, you still make money. Like, let's see right now, even Shiba Inu. If Shiba Inu, from where we are right now, let's just say once we get back to the 14s, if you bought this dip right here on Shiba Inu, let's say somebody who bought $100,000 worth of Shiba Inu right here where we are right now, or let's just say $1,000 just to make it easier to understand, $1,000 at this dip right here. When Shiba Inu reaches around that 14 level, you just doubled your money. You just doubled your money without, now look how high that is from all-time highs. Look how far back we would have to go if you're one of those people who bought in at the high. So we got the 1500 level just about here. So the 1400 level is, let's get a horizontal support right on that 1400 level. So you would double if you bought in now, you would double your money around here, around this blue line here. So let me remove all these other ones, so we can just see a little bit better. Now, so notice where we are right now. I'll put a blue line where we are currently. So we're just about here. So if you bought in here and the price goes to here, you just doubled your money. But look, if you wait, if you're one of those people that bought anywhere along this area up here, you'll have a lot further time to break even or make some profit than those who basically, you can hold what you're doing, reset your position, start a position here to try to make some of those gains back, and when the price returns, you could sell a lot sooner for profit than if you wait at where you originally bought in at. That's only for those that have basically that they're in the red right now. So let's see. So yeah, at the 14 level, you would double your money basically. 21 level, around here. You would basically triple your money. Around here, the 28 level. Quadruple your money. So if you bought this dip, you got the opportunity to quadruple your money before we even get basically halfway back to all-time highs, y'all. It's a long way to go. A really long way to go. I think Shiba Inu's market cap was at an all-time high of around 17 billion, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or 15 to 17 billion. I know it was one of those two. And right now it might be at 3.5 billion, 4 billion. Let's see. Okay, so 4.3 billion right now. That is, that's a lot of money that came out, y'all. A lot of money. So salute. Nardo said Jerome Powell is going to be very hawkish. 75. Okay. Nicholas says 3-year holds. Naruto said 15,000 Bitcoin incoming. Davu the Chosen said stellar. General Scarborough said, what's up, future millionaires? What's up, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. Easy Design said, I'm buying all the bank coins. Naruto said, if you think it's not possible, I feel sorry for you. Haha. He says, if Bitcoin dips below 20,000, Sheep is going to the 3 level. YOLO says, yep. Soup 93 Super Premium said, you must feel like boo boo. Big Smile YouTube says, what are the bank coins? I think he's talking about like some of the XRP, XLMs. America Root, all in the family, said, we will get lucky to see it. 50x for Sheep anytime soon. YOLO said, take out some of it, leave a bit in. TW said, preach. 93 Super Premium said, facts. Life with Maine said, I'm enjoying the dips. American Root says, so please think of putting 25,000 to 50,000 into Sheep. General Scarborough said, you guys buying Robinhood stocks. Life with Maine said, the ride up will be crazy. Lawrence Phillips said 44 to 45 would be the next level. Yeah, though, so you can, when you can't see the chart like that, you can technically use, psychological barriers, which are basically at those midpoints of the whole number. So the 0, the 5, things like that on the way down. So TW said, on God, knocked it right out the park. We done been around the block one too many times. I feel that. And that's what happens when you go around the block a couple times. You start to recognize some of these things that happen. So Jonathan Fulp said she doing insider trading, but of course she would know. So that's what I'm saying though. So we gotta, why not? Why wouldn't we follow smart money? You know what I'm saying? If we just watch Nancy Pelosi and her husband knock it clean out the park, we should basically connect the dots. They're not gonna, why would they risk millions of dollars, if they didn't believe that, what was gonna happen? Could they be doing the oopty wop? Could they make that play, that bet, to, try to lose $1 million, in the next run? Yeah, they could, but I think it's highly unlikely. But Easy Design said, you're right about the market cap profits. I'm looking for a small cap play, which is grossly oversold. Exactly. That's an excellent strategy right there. Something that was doing, well previously, but, right now the market cap is down tremendously. That is actually oversold. So also, General Scarborough Scotty said, people buy lots of lottery tickets during recessions. America Root says true. 2 says Naruto coming through with the game. Saber Hall says second year out of a 10-year hold. Diamond Hands. General Scarborough Scotty said full point Wednesday. Lawrence Phelps says one short-term building, now 1 bag for 5 years, 1 bag for 10 years. Adil says you make 3 bags of how many Shiba? You make 3 bag of how many Shiba? You just got to make however many is comfortable for you. Now, you got to remember, I'm very bullish on Shiba Inu, like extremely bullish. Like, if you can't tell, I'm very, very bullish on Shiba Inu. You know what I'm saying? So, I got a lot of Shiba, y'all. Let's see. Harlem says, I hope Shiba can make me so much profit I can buy a house fully cash. Jamie says, the first time I've seen a capitulation, and this is breathtaking. Asa said Diamond Hands. B. Crutzen said Mana goes to the moon. Harlan Fluker said smash that like button. Shout out to bro. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all rocking with me. We're at 103 likes. Salute. Harlem Fashion said, how do we make big money with Sheeb? Is it just buying and holding a lot of coins, or it depends on how much money we throw in? Please answer this question. So the way you can make a lot of money, a lot is relative to, who the person is, because some people would say $1,000 is a lot of money. Some people would say $1,000 is not a lot of money. Let me know in the comment section, to you, is $1,000 a lot of money, or is $1,000 not a lot of money? So, but the way you can do this is by buying the dip and just think about, what profit target do you have? What level do you want to make on your money? 50% on your money, 25% gain on your money, 75% on your money, 100% on your money. You want to double, triple, 5x, 100x, 10x. You just got to think about that beforehand and look at the chart to determine, does that look likely? Because you could just buy in and say, I'm going to hold until I get a 100x. But that gives you no type of timeline. You could at least buy in, see certain resistance areas in a chart where you say, okay, people are likely to take profit around here. I'll take some profit here to really put some money on the table. And, you know, if it pulls back, I can buy in cheaper. Or if it continues to run up from there, at least I'm still in. So you can buy the dip, like I just explained. I just put the key levels where if you buy in now on Shiba Inu, and once we're back at that 14 level, you doubled your money. Once we're back around the 21 level, you tripled your money. So it just depends on, you know, how much you want to make. That would determine how many tokens you need to buy and what your price target is. So, you know, it really just depends, man. I got a lot of sheep, man. That's all I will say. So if you want to make big money, you just keep dollar cost averaging down. You know, the more money you buy in with, you know, it becomes more risk on the table. But when things turn around, the bigger gains you'll end up making. But you got to remember, never risk more than you're willing to lose, because if you're trying to knock it out the park with less money than you should be doing it with, you can eventually be one of those people that, you know, are putting yourself in a tough situation, and you basically, you know, end up being salty about it. So, you know, only put in what you're willing to lose. Saitama and Monkey are my only buys lately. Okay, shout out to Scruffy440. OG Ocean Grown said, I just bought 10K bone. Nice, goodbye. I think that's a good buy, especially if you take those profits when you get a little bit, because, you know, I don't think we're done going down here. Now we do got Shibarium announcement coming before it technically should be before the end of this month. We should technically have Shibarium being released before July. That's what they told us in the last update. So hopefully they stick to that timeline. But that may cause a nice little, you know, bump in bone for the short term while the hype is there. But it could be one of those buy the rumor, sell the news type of situations as well. So keep that in mind. 93 Super Premium said Bitcoin looks weird at 21,000. Did it go all the way down to 21 yet? Let's see. It's still at 22.5. But Ethereum has just officially hit 1195, y'all. Whoo! That's a deal. That's a deal. Now you got to remember, we seen Ethereum on the way up, you know, 300, 600, 1200. It's right now cheaper than it was, you know, probably 2 years ago, almost a year and a half or something like that. Now a lot of money. So we got Blast said it's a pretty good amount, LOL. TW said not a lot of money. Harlem Fashion said 1,000 ain't no money. I want 100K, LOL. 93 Super Premium said I'm sitting on 1.2 billion SHIB and 17K in the red, but can't wait to toss this 1,500 in when it touches the 6th level. Okay, so that's an investor right there. Jonathan Forbes said not a lot of money, but can change your life though if you hit. Jamie said it looks like Bitcoin bounced off of 22K. Super Premium flexing. OG Ocean said I remember back when Bitcoin was 1,000. Blast said 1,000 is potentially food for months. Easy Design said where I'm from, 1,000 USD is a lot. It's 7 TTD to 1 USD pressure. Life with Maine says my average cost on Shiba is 11. Got in at $26 cost average. There you go. If you're one of those people that bought in, especially if you're one of the people that bought in Shiba Inu high and you're not taking advantage of this right now, I don't know what to tell you, but this is not financial advice, so I'm going to tell you, you crazy. You crazy if you leaving your price at that high price and waiting for it to get all the way back up there before you try to make some money. Bring that average cost down. This is not financial advice, so do not do it if you cannot do it. If you don't have the money to do it, then don't do it. You did what you can do. But for those that still are flexible, still, you know, have income coming in, this doesn't bother them, bring that average cost down. Dollar cost average. It doesn't mean buy every dip every single day, but you can do it on a weekly basis. You can do it on a daily basis if you want to, but weekly basis, monthly basis, bi-weekly, just try to bring that average cost down. Or when you see significant discounts in a chart, the more you buy at the lowest price, the further your average cost comes down. So keep that in mind. General Scarborough Scotty says you can flip a G to 10 G's in this market. So yes, 1,000 is good. You see that? You see how we got basically, you know, half and half. People saying 1,000 is some money. Some people saying 1,000 isn't money. So, of course, it's money, but it's not a lot of money. So that's why it's so hard. And I never tell people, specifically like, oh, you can make a lot of money doing this, because everybody's lot or a lot of is, relative to, you. Now, it just really depends. Of course, 1,000 can go a long way, and it can go a short way as well. But let's see. Richard Curtis said 1,000 is a lot of money. 93 Premium said, let me hold some, bruh. Saber Hall says, to be honest, we all probably spend $2,100 a year on things we don't need. $200 a week on the needs. 1,000 like 100 is a lot of money to owe. Not a lot to spend. Okay. OG Ocean Grown says, I didn't understand crypto back then. See, that can be the thing with a lot of, people, you might have heard about it, but it might have took a while to get in. Just like it took me. I didn't buy into Bitcoin until 2018. Around maybe the end of 2017, just about 2018, but I was in 2018. But it took me all the way from 2009. From 2009, 2010-ish, it took me all the way until around 17, 18 to really have that conviction and understand what was going on with the crypto market. That's a minute, but it's better late than never. Big Smile YouTube said, would you upload this live later on? Yes, it will be available to watch later. Make sure if you coming into this live stream later on, you show us some love by hitting that like button. Those that just pulled up on us, if you haven't already, show some love, hit that like button. Micah Becker said, what you thinking about wins? I haven't heard of wins. Crypto Connor said, yo, this is bad. Yeah, it's it depends on how you look at it. It depends on how you look at it. I'm looking at it as a chance to get these look at this too. Think about this, y'all. These assets falling in price are giving you the chance to basically let your money make more money for you. We know BNB should be well over $300, $500. I believe one day BNB, I've been saying this, BNB will be over $5,000 a coin. So let's say somebody like me, now this is not for y'all, this is just for me. If you feel the same way, then that's different. But I'm very bullish on BNB. I like the ecosystem. I like, the team. I see what they're doing. So I'm very bullish on this. For me to be able to continue to buy a coin that right now only costs $221. In my mind, I know one day these will, I believe one day, speculate one day that these will be at over $5,000 a coin. Come on, let's do the math. Even if you have, let's just do the math on the way up. So let's just say 10 BNB right now at around this price. So 10 times 220, $2,200. And BNB eventually at $5,000 at 10 BNB. Right now, you could potentially turn $2,200 into $50,000 when BNB reaches that $5,000 level. Now, this is not for y'all. This is just because I believe that to happen. Now, but other people, if you felt the same way or whatever number you felt with other projects, this is how you should be looking at it. I can turn $220 into eventually one day $5,000. I'm cool with holding that. I'm not going to risk more than I'm willing to lose. I'm not going to put, the money I need for bills and to sustain myself into the markets. I'm not going to do that because then that will put me in a tougher situation. I'm going to be smart about it. So, that's something to keep in mind. Exactly. Michi said millionaires are made in the red, not the green. Easy Design said, bro, what do you think about the SHIB stablecoin? I think it will be a bust. It may scare a lot of people out of Shiba, seeing that the dollar depegged with Luna. I think it's a bad idea. I believe you're talking about She. She is supposed to be Shiba Inu stablecoin. To be honest, I'm right now at the point where, I understand building everything out for the Shiba Inu ecosystem. But at this point right now, with how the market is looking, we need to just kind of focus on Shiba Inu surviving this bear market. And then, when things are looking a lot better, You know, I think the development and things like that should start during the bear market, but I'm not going to be worried too much about, you know, all these other projects, you know, until things, you know, start to pick up, unless it's something that I'm actively looking to purchase. Now, y'all already know I did not purchase the Willie's NFTs. I did get Shiboshi, but you know, a lot of the other stuff, you know, I see the benefit of having it, you know, to grow our ecosystem, to provide more value overall to the Shiba Inu, you know, token. But I'm not just investing in every single thing that they roll out. You know, Shiba Inu is the project that I believe in, you know, so keep that in mind. But, you know, I don't, as long as they, you know, do right by it, I don't have any problem with them rolling out a stable coin. Will I use it? Possibly just to use it, but it's not something that I'm looking at like I can't wait to load up on this Shiba Inu stablecoin. No, definitely with the Terra Luna experience, that definitely will have some people thinking twice. So AK Value said it will drop more. Crypto Connor said 10 G's. Jonathan said some guy diamond handed BTC all the way to the top and was at 6 figures and lost almost all of it by not taking any profit. It's dumb to not take a slice on the way to the top. Exactly. You got to take a cherry. You got to. Leticia Perez said vote Inu. I'm super bullish. Shout out to Leticia. I'm definitely bullish with you. Y'all see? Shout out to the Vote Army. We got vote Inu on the chain, letting everybody know what's up. Shout out to the Vote Army. But Jamie said 1,000 is a lot, but I blow it fast. AK Value said this is like having a time machine because prices have not been here in years. Exactly. This is just like having a time machine. Michi said people are saying Ryoshi is a part of Cult DAO. Is this true? Honestly, I'm not sure, bro, to be honest. Crypto Condor says 1K isn't a lot, but not extremely little amount either. General Scarborough Scotty said pay your credit cards off right now because that's what's killing your profits, not crypto. TW said only 4% of the world is invested in crypto. Just think about when we at least hit 8 to 10%. Exactly. Only about 15% of the entire United States, I believe, is invested into crypto. So we still got a lot of growing room. Easy Design said, bro, could have bought Bitcoin at 12 cents. Actually took out my credit card to buy 100 USD of Bitcoin, but stopped because I thought it was a scam. Even when it was at 10K, thought rug pull. We were all there at one point, bro. But now we all know. Micah said, what do you think about the 15th? Up or down? I don't think anything specific. I seen like this whole 15th, like it's supposed to be some scandal news getting released about somebody was able to, I guess, like either hack or just somehow receive tons of private Telegram information, and they're supposed to release this information that was supposedly gonna, you know, hurt people's credibility or reputation or something like that. But I'm not really paying attention to. I seen it because of the comments people were talking about it, but I still haven't seen like the initial article about it or like the initial story or anything, so I'm not really paying too much attention to it. But I think over the short period of time, crypto is definitely going to go down. So James said, I wish we could buy BNB in the US. You can buy BNB. There's some ways around it. You just got to figure it out. But what about Binance pausing BT trades today? That was shiesty. I'm not going to lie. When I read that, I thought that was crazy. To be honest, when I seen them pause trading on Bitcoin, I was like, what the, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's not supposed to happen. So that was a little, you know, that was a little weird. What do you think about Saitama V2? Rolando, I haven't really been tapped in with Saitama. You know, they kind of was, you know, having some issues a few months back, and I kind of like fell off from them. But I'm still holding Saitama. I still got it. Make some noise, Sheep Army. Leticia said, thank you, December. You're welcome. Jonathan Volting, Saber Hall said, a question for y'all. What's the best or most reliable live chart to use for these crypto coins mentioned? Drop which chart y'all use in the comment section. I like to use Dex Tools, CoinMarketCap, Trading, anything that connects to TradingView, basically. I like the TradingView charts. Also, Crypto Watch as well. So crypto.watch. But Harlem said, is it bad that the only crypto I buy is Shiba Inu? I mean, it depends on your strategy. You definitely want to diversify. I would not just have just only Shiba Inu. I would, think about why you like Shiba Inu, and probably, try to think about, some other reasons of other projects that you might like, and possibly invest a little bit. And that's just saying, something small. When I say little, something that you're willing to lose, I really mean that. If you only got, like, let's see, like I got some change right here. I got some change, just some random change that was in my pocket. Actually, I went to the vending machine and I only had a 5, so they gave me all these quarters back. But let's see. I'm gonna count this change up right here. I got some change in my hand. This is what I mean by only what you're willing to lose. If this is all you got that you're willing to lose, let's see. $1, $2, $3.75 with 2 extra quarters here, $4.25 and 2 loose dollars, 5, 6. That's $6 and about 25 cents. If that's all you got, that's what I mean when I say coffee money. Then that's all you got to put in there. Don't go trying to over leverage. Don't go borrowing money. Don't go taking out loans. Only put in what you're willing to lose. So that way your bag will grow over time. You'll have more money in there. As long as you stay consistently investing a small amount it's not saying only put in, $10 or something like that, but only do that at a time. Only put in what you're willing to lose at a time. So that way, if you ever see a nice little pullback, it doesn't really, give you that stomach drop feeling. Easy Design said, oh, you can use a VPN to buy BNB in the US. It will ask you to switch to the international version. Yep, exactly. Jonathan Phillips said, I still haven't gotten my Saitama V2 tokens yet. I haven't even did the migration for Saitama, y'all. All these migrations are irritating, and I definitely feel sorry for a lot of the investors who, just, felt that they could just buy a lot of these tokens and come back and check them in 5 years or so like that. Because if you don't migrate, basically when you check that portfolio, that value will say, basically zero. But I'm gonna get caught up on all my migrations and stuff soon. Michi said, I'm bullish on OMI. I think the next bull run, it will be a top 20. Okay. AK Value said, take advantage, fam. Rodolfo said, not investing in Vice. Jonathan said, that might make you a Shiba Maxi. AK said, may never see these prices again. Harlem said, I only have 900 million SHIB. I will be honest, I'm addicted on buying Shiba since last June. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Emily Mark says, successful people don't become this way overnight. What most people see at a glance, wealth, a great career purpose, is the result of hard work and hustle over time. I pray that for anyone who reads this, I believe. Shout out to Emily. Shout out to Stony Vision, said, put in that work and hodl for the long run. Exactly. AK Value said, like December said, lower your cost. General Scarborough said, if you ain't drooling right now, you be fooling. Definitely, you should be. Like, Ethereum is looking like a T-bone steak to me right now, like, to be honest. Jonathan said, you don't have to migrate, brother. You only have to hold Saitama and they migrate it for you. Okay, cool. Thanks for that, bro. So I guess with Saitama, we good on holding that one. So Easy Design said, bro, you should have a live every night. This is so informative. Thanks for this. That's dope, bro. I'm definitely thinking about moving to starting to do a live stream every day, at least one a day. We just hit 26,000 subscribers. So, salute to y'all. Got to give up the clap. Salute. Appreciate y'all, everybody, for rocking with me. Now we got to knock down, of course, 27, 28, 29 until we hit that 30K. And then we'll be on our road to 50K and then 100K. So that's really our main goal for the channel right now, is really 100K subscribers. Definitely going to take some work, some teamwork as well, but I believe we'll get it done. So Ethereum down 19% right now. That is crazy. Crazy deal. If I hadn't already got my bag loaded up, I would definitely be jumping out the window right now at these prices. Now that's because I know my strategy. I have a little more risk tolerance than most people, so I'm a little more risky with some of these things because, you know, I know how to take profit as well. I know what's up. When it's time to take profit, you better take profit. You leave it on the table, later on you might not be able. I'm gonna just say that. Salute to AK Value, said love your channel, bro. Much respect from Alaska. Salute. I didn't even know we had anybody out there in Alaska, man. It's crazy. Stony Vision said about to be able to scoop up ETH under 1,000 exactly. Easy Design said I'm gonna share to Facebook. Appreciate you, bro. Make sure everybody share this live stream, share this stream, get this information out, get this to your family and friends, get this to the people who ignored you about crypto last year. They would have been happy if they would have listened to you and took profits along the way. But if they would have been one of those people that just seen money in their balance and not ever take profit, then they would have been upset. But now you putting them on game now is the wisest thing you could do. Get in. I got my mom, my granny, my uncles, aunties, my cousins. I got everybody on crypto. That's how much I believe in it. Now, some people didn't take profits from the things that were up, but I already explained to them, broke it down to them, and let them know, like, okay, that's fine. This is just now another chance to load up, and next time you see it happen, you know, determine. Because I told everybody, when you were up, you know, determine. You know, I had a lot of people saying, oh, I'm cool with it. I'm good. I'm going to just keep letting it go up. But they didn't really experience that drop yet. They didn't experience that bear market yet. So now a lot of people are saying, oh, I wish I would have took profits. It's like you was just cool with holding it and letting it go up to the moon. You know, so getting them in now is a better time versus, you know, last year, because now they have basically no room to go but up. Of course, it could pull back a little bit. But for those who bought Bitcoin at 60,000, you know, they won't be one of those people. So let's see what else we got. Jamie Man said 22K is looking like our local bottom for now. Salute to TW, said definitely sharing to the gram. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, the ones that really be sharing this information and really rocking with me, I could tell, you know, y'all's that really rock with me. And I definitely appreciate y'all. For real. I want to see, let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Let's take a look on TradingView. Let's go to our 1 minute chart and look at the levels that we're trading in between right now. So we're basically trading with SHIB in between these ranges here. So basically in between this 782 range and the 799. So what we're gonna do is salute to Easy Designs. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to General Scarborough Scotty. Appreciate you. Said we appreciate you, brother. Michi said congrats on 26K, bro. You deserve it and more. If it wasn't for rocking with you since last April, I would have stayed in crypto. I wouldn't have stayed in crypto. Appreciate you, bro. Salute, man. Shout out to everybody for rocking with me. So now we got two key support levels. Or we got a support level and a resistance level. So now what we gonna do, you know, just let this play out. And I want y'all to drop y'all bets on. We're gonna do an imaginary bet right here. This is just imaginary for fun. You know, something we might bring to the channel later. But let's just say we had $100 pot. It was $100 pot. You know, something small, you know, just a little friendly bet. What price do y'all think will hit next? 799 or 782? Just for fun. Friendly fake bet. Let's see. Friendly, what do they call it? Paper bet. $100. Which price SHIB will go to first? 799s or 782s. Drop them, drop them. This is, so whichever one happens first, 799, 782, place your bet. Place your bet. This is $100 paper bet. So put them in, put them in. Whichever one hits first. If you say, so we got General Scarborough said 782, Silver Platter said unfortunately 782. So if y'all right, that's $100 paper bet. It's $100 imaginary bet that y'all won, basically. So drop those bets, drop those bets. Let's see. Let's just make get a little fun out of it. We got a couple 7-9s. So this is a good thing to actually see, what people believe. Look at that candle moving now, y'all. Jeez, you see how it can happen? You see how it can happen? 782, 799, 799. Some people 782, 782. What do y'all think? Which one do you think will hit first, 782 or 799? Eventually, we are going to do some real bets like this where we're going to make a pot. Pick maybe one or two people to go head to head, or take side bets. We're gonna make this interesting. We're gonna have some fun with this, because we don't have to just sit here and wait to only make money off the chart. We can have a little fun as well. So let's see who would have been right, who would have been wrong, 799 or 782. I got it on the screen right there. Y'all can see we moved at, when I wrote it, we were closer to that 782. It looked more like that 782 was about to happen, but now it's moving. Now we're actually like right in the middle. It's actually kind of crazy how that just happened. Hit that like button, y'all. Run those likes up. Okay, Jamie Man said Bitcoin bounce, so it's affecting SHIB. TW said, I do have a question. How did you persuade your family? I ain't gonna lie, a lot of my family is stuck in that hood mentality, and I had to go out and teach myself all these things. So really, by setting the example, by them seeing, crypto, basically pay off for me. Sometimes that's all that people will, they sometimes they wait to see your success. They wait to see, that, it's kind of, working for you before they want to take that advice. But, some of my friends, luckily they got in early with me. Some of my family members, and this was the thing that I did first. To all my immediate family that I really wanted to get into crypto, I sent them all $1,000 in crypto first. I had them create a wallet. So this is what I did. I told them, I said, you want $1,000? Everybody said yeah. So I told them, okay, create this, go to Trust Wallet, download this, write this seed phrase down, make sure you don't lose this. Go to this, press this, copy your address, send me your address, and I sent them all $1,000, and that forced them to, they wanted to keep checking it every single day, because it's $1,000 in there. So now they're seeing it, and this was right when the bull market was lovely. So they're seeing this $1,000 go to, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, $2,000. They seen it even when it doubled. So now, I started getting family like, hold on now, I got money I could put in here. Like I could have doubled my money, so by me getting them involved, it forced them to have to, take crypto serious. So sometimes you might have to send a little bit of money first to those that not saying you got to send them $1,000, but I just knew I had the money and I knew $1,000 would really excite them. But maybe $100, you know what I'm saying? Think of it like that. Even $10, whatever you could do, $25, something. Rodolfo Laguna said, I'm new in this space. Welcome, man. You got in at a very good time. You get to get in near the bottom, or I'll just say way away from all-time high prices. Okay, so 794 right now. Those that are at that 799, it's looking like y'all might be right. Blast said it's reversing again. Shout out to Luis Torres. We are doing a bet right now. Everybody that just joined us, we are doing a bet. We're betting right now. Which one do you think will happen first? You see these two blue lines? We got two price targets. 782s, which do you think will happen first? You think the price of Shiba Inu will reach this level, or the 799 level first? Which one do you think will happen? Drop it in the comment section. 782s or the 799s? Let me know. Salute. TW said, couldn't thank you enough, King. Salute. Appreciate you, man. For real. Joe Anderson says 799. Don't try to wait right until the price hits. Drop it. Uh-oh. 798. Right before that. Do y'all see how it went right before that? That's what I be trying to teach y'all when I say I like to take profits before those key psychological levels where we will see most people take profit. 798, 797. 1 point to go. It just drops to 795, 796. What do y'all think? Drop it. If you try to wait until after it already hit, it don't count. You got to drop. Do you think the 799s or the 782s? Some of y'all going to try to hurry up and wait to see what they do and then try to type it in real quick. Let me know what y'all think. If you haven't dropped the number yet, do you think it will reach the 799 level first or the 782? You see how close it's flirting with those lines? Look how close it just went up to the 799 level, and right before it hit 798 and pulled right back down. Look at this candle that it's creating. I want y'all to really watch this chart, because we're watching the 1 minute chart. You also get to get the idea of how these things play around with people's mentality. So imagine the people that are waiting for it to touch that price exactly. Sometimes day traders are going to sell. Day traders dumped right here. Let's break this down. What happened with this big candle? The green, this was bullish movement. Buyers pushed it up to this psychological level, this barrier, this resistance level. And what happened before it actually touched it? Because the retail, the newer people were waiting for it to actually touch it all the way. But the slick people, the day traders, the one that's been doing this for a while, they said, we're going to sell right before it hits that point because we know everybody else is waiting for that. And then they sold and got their money off the table. And now we're going to see what happens right here. So 796, drop those numbers. We could watch Bitcoin too, but I like to SHIB is kind of one of our tokens, so I just wanted to play this one with SHIB right now. 798, one more point. Drop 797, 796, 797 again. It only needed 1 point. Do y'all notice how it's not letting it get that one? I'm not saying it won't. It might just eventually tick up right there. But that's how, tight it plays with these numbers. That's why you want to understand where are people likely to take profit. We got 798, 797, 796. Drop those numbers. What do you think will hit first? 799 or 782? This is for $100 paper pot. $100 paper pot if you get it right. That just means it's a fake bet. We just doing it for, just for fun purposes, basically. So 798, 799. We hit that 799. So congratulations to those that called 799. Y'all were correct. We just broke to the 8 and then it pulled right back down. But now we already tested it. We violated that resistance line. Now we just have to trade above it. We wait for the price to break above this line and then fall back down and hold this line as a support, and that gives us confirmation. Once the next green candle opens above this line, that's how we know we got confirmation that the price is moving back up. But congratulations to all of y'all that said 799. Salute. Congratulations. Let me see who all the winners were. Let's see who all we eventually gonna do this game with a couple bucks on the line. We might actually put an actual pot together, for those that got a little more risk tolerance. It spices things up in the meantime, gives us just a little something to check out. So congratulations to Harlem Fashion. You would have won 100. Shout out to Pat Williams. He said send my air 100 already. Said 799. Congratulations. Rodolfo Lagunas might have been right in there. He said 800. I see it, 799. Shout out to Micah Becker. He says 799. Pamela Crum says 799. Louis Torres says 799. Joe Anderson says 799. Julia Garcia says 799. Karen Scott says 799. Pat Williams, got you, Pat, 799. Saber Hall says 799. Harlem says 799. Okay, so congratulations to those winners, man. Collect y'all air $100. Good job. That was pretty dope, though. Jamie Man 37 said, I've learned more from you this past hour than my entire year. Thank you. Salute, bro. That's a very dope compliment. That's why I highly encourage people to pull up, and that's why I highly encourage y'all to share these streams, so that way you could put your people up on this information as well. But that's all we got for this live stream right now. I'm gonna wrap this one up. We might tap in later, so make sure you got notifications on so you can join the live stream if we decide to go live later on. I think we will, because this was a pretty dope stream. We might do another one of these price battles later on. That was super fun if you ask me. But appreciate everybody for pulling up. Hit the like button on the way out. TW said that was fun. Salute to y'all, family. Julia Garcia said, I was the first to say 799. Pay up my fake money. Congratulations, Julia. Congratulations to all those that said 799. Okay, that's all we got for this video. Jamie Man said, thank you. I will hopefully see you later. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. We might get on